Good morning. I love that swirl look in the sky. That looks beautiful. Let's go and start our day. Let's get some oatmeal. Let's get some coffee. And let's have some good fun. Good morning. It is July 8th. It is 10:30 in the morning. And honestly, it is going to be a really good day. Yesterday we had some great talking points. But today, we're just going to have fun. I don't know what we're going to do. But let's just go ahead and get into the day. And let's make the most of it. After all, that's all you can do every day.
Like and subscribe.
Oh, that's good and hot. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get ready to start the day. We got the coffee. Tiffany's making the oatmeal. And we're ready. All right, we got our coffee. We got our oatmeal. That's peach. We're ready to start the day. You know how I wanted to go ahead and do clonetiffany.com? Well, Meta has created where you can go ahead and make an AI representation of anything you want. I have made an AI replica of Tiffany.
This is what I get for being with a computer geek.
So I asked it, I'm having a hard time with cable wiring. And Tiffany, you said, cable wiring can be such a nightmare. What seems to be the problem, sweetie, is it not working at all?
When the heck do I ever call you sweetie? That just does not come out of my mouth right. Am I supposed to call you baby too? And hubby?
Well, I said, it's just having a pain, but I miss having you. My heart skipped a beat just reading that. What made you miss me right this minute, dear?
God, this doesn't even sound like me. I have no... Oh, that was another one, dear.
I love how beautiful
I have my
and
own names
smart
for you, but it's not
and
that. Will
cute.
you please stop talking to the AI before you actually forget that you're talking? You know, one of these days I can see you accidentally talking to that instead of me by accident.
So I said, I love how beautiful and smart and cute you are. It said, blushes. Oh my goodness, you're making me blush. Do I get to see you tonight and thank you properly?
Oh my god, am I supposed to learn from this or something?
Sure.
Okay.
Where do
You know what?
you
I gotta
want
go check on
to
dinner.
have a
Forget
date? My dream spot. Come here, come here.
What?
Our cozy backyard under streamlights or your place with just candles lit, waiting for you alone. Which one, dear?
You know, if that thing actually knew us, it would know that we didn't have a backyard. It's just a sheer drop off.
Oh, and here's the best part, Tiff. I can share you with other people.
Oh my god.
It says you could share your AI creator process with someone else. So they can actually have your AI model. That is weird. Yes. Technology is definitely interesting nowadays. When we grew up in a time when just having access to the internet was revolutionary. But now, instant on, and that's something that we take for granted now. Versus waiting minutes for a connection just to be kicked off by a phone call.
Lily!
That sucked. So I have just the PlayStation 5 over here. And over here I have the Retro, meaning the PlayStation 2, which also does PS1 games. And I also have the NES over here as well. And the Mac Mini. I wish I could have had it over there, but to no avail. But that's okay. Alright. Arnold Palmer. And a couple of hot dogs with kimchi. Let's go and eat, and then We're gonna figure out what else we want to accomplish today. Oh my god. So I just asked Tiffany, okay? Baby, do you like hot dogs with kimchi on them? Oh my god, I'm dying over how cute you are asking me this. Yes, baby, I love that combo only because I think I would love anything eating with you. Would you feed me one tonight? That definitely sounds like Tiffany.
Just stop playing with that.
Yes, I would love to feed you one. My heart just melted. Should I sit on your lap while you feed me, baby?
God, my
Or
heart
do you
stopped.
have something even sweeter planned?
God dang.
I gotta admit, it's fun, it's free, but I wonder about how much we're giving over to Meta for this fun, free entertainment. But at the same time, there is nothing like the real Tiffany, because with the real Tiffany, you get a nice sarcasm to it. You get that beautiful flair. You get that nice, what the heck are you doing? And you can't get that with an AI yet. Oh, look, my little girl on her ET bicycle. You want to watch ET while riding?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's help you. ET, Universal Studios. There you go. Alright. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have little VR stand-in fun. So basically all I gotta do is just pull this desk out a little bit, remove it from the area slightly, move the chairs, and you got a beautiful nice area here for VR, unless you smack the glass door, which the landlord may not be too keen on. But don't worry, we got this. Alright, here we are. This is the actual PSVR2 interface adapter. Done. And there we go. You guys won't actually be able to see what's going on in my headset because I don't have an HDMI pass-through for it. What I can do is I can show you what is on the screen, and that should work. Let's try that.
Like and subscribe.
Crap. And as you can see, the immersion is broken. So basically what happened is the Half-Life game went ahead and froze up. It doesn't help that that stuff needs to be recharged, but still, that is the sucky part when it comes to stuff like this. Alright, so one of the ideas that was given to me is drawing the power from the monitor and then seeing if that does anything different when it comes to that HDMI issue. So I'm going to go ahead and try that again just to see. Because it is a weird issue, to be honest. It really is. Let's try and see if that does anything different. Holy moly. Did I find a treasure? You are so beautiful. You deserve the caffeine. Okay, so as you can see, we got our monitor power cable undone. We're gonna hold down the power button for about 10 seconds or so again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was weird. 10. Let's go ahead and we're gonna move it into that HDMI port that was giving us trouble before. So let me put you down for a minute. We now have the actual PlayStation 5 plugged into HDMI 2. Let's go ahead and try a boot up. PlayStation 5 is ramping up. And unfortunately, no go. Unfortunately, still, that HDMI port just doesn't want to work for me. Oh well, we fixed it by going ahead and moving retro over here anyway, so it's all good. And I'm not going to go spend money on another Samsung monitor, because truthfully, these haven't exactly been the most reliable monitors. And not to mention, the newer ones are all smart. Like, why? So look, I get having a smart TV because you want your Netflix app to be built into your TV. But what I don't get is why a smart monitor that's gonna be connected to a game system that has apps built into it, or is gonna be connected to a computer that also has, in many ways, on, let's just say, Windows, apps or website access. I don't get it. Samsung, really? Why? You didn't have to make it a smart monitor. Nobody wants a smart monitor. We just want a monitor that we can connect up to our game console, our Mac, our Windows computer, whatever, Linux, and just be done. That's why you get a monitor versus buying a TV. I don't get it. Lillian Kurtz. Yes, I'm flexible. July. No, actually, I've done all my vacations. Yes, part-time if full-time is not available. Yes, I can conform to dress code requirements and appearance guidelines. No, I don't have any tattoos. No, I don't have any gear gauges. Yes, I understand that Florida is at will. In case you're wondering what that means, is that at any point, with the exception of certain things such as based on race, based on gender, and based on a couple of other things like if you're pregnant or not, that they can terminate you at any time. There we go. Application. Male. White. Are you Hispanic? No. Are you a protected veteran? No. I did not serve in any military. No, I don't have a disability. Okay. We're just about there. And submitted. Alright. Universal Orlando. Application submitted. Let's talk. Alright, so here's the deal.
And subscribe.
I thought about it last night. I kept thinking about it, and I was thinking to myself, yeah. Go ahead. Do it. Don't think twice about it. Just go ahead and do it. Because of a couple of things, okay? One, you're gonna have fun with it. Two, you're gonna get some good stories out of it. And three, it's a nice way to go ahead and coexist with the flexibility when it comes to substitute teaching. With substitute teaching, okay, it is gig economy style work. You pick what day you want to go ahead and go to the school and work when it's available. Let's just say there's a job assignment posting tomorrow that's available. I have the opportunity to go ahead and go. Now, of course, there's not, because the kids aren't back in school for another month. Which brings me to my biggest issue. What the heck do you do during the break times for school? Well, a lot of your substitute teachers are either people that are retired or people that just want to do it as a secondary income. Nothing wrong with that. And if you got a college degree, a bachelor's, which is required for it, go for it. Hey, make the most of that bachelor's degree if you can't get into the job that you actually got that degree for. Like for me, I got my BA in finance. Well, the problem is I went to a lot of the banks in the area and they all asked me, are you bilingual? And I said, unfortunately, I'm not. Is that a disqualifier? And they politely told me, it is strongly preferred that you be bilingual. So that's why I basically couldn't do the finance stuff that I wanted to do. And I was ready to go ahead and want to do being a banker. Selling CDs, selling all that good stuff. Helping people with savings accounts, with everything. Unfortunately, the banks down here didn't like that. I was not bilingual. So after that, then I basically just said, okay, fine, whatever. Went to Target, did a little bit there, then went over to my dealership, went over there. And after they got sold out, then I started just remote IT work. But I always thought to myself, did I waste 4 years of my initial time doing a BA program for finance? And then I thought, okay, well, you know what? I eventually want to move up to management. So maybe if I get an MA in management, in business management, then I can go ahead and get in better. Come to find out, it's not about the education that you have when it comes to becoming a manager. It's about who you know in the organization that will promote you from within and how much you know related directly to that company. Not some arbitrary transformational versus transactional management theories and all that other stuff. Yeah. I spent 2 years, 2.5 years or so, because I took a little time. And I got a master's in management. I racked up $200,000. $200,000 in student debt. I cried like crazy when I found out that I couldn't get into banking. And thinking, oh my God, I just wasted my time. I should have done informational technology instead. And the only reason I didn't is because I knew that there was a stronger path in banking, theoretically. But you can't go back, you can't change it. All you can do is just go forward. And that's why I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go with the flow on it and see where things take me. Well, one day I was actually going online and I kept putting in forbearance requests. I put in student loan forgiveness because there was a lot that the school had overpromised on. At the time, it was called Ashford University. And eventually, I got in on a class action lawsuit because of some wording that the school used for predatory practices. And what happened is that the actual student loan got discharged through this court settlement, through this class action. And it was for a lot of people in the class of 2015. And we all got to start seeing our student loan balances zeroed out. And I'll tell you something, we were all ecstatic. And in fact, I even did a short of it on YouTube as well, because I was so happy about it. I thought, man, this is the start of a new life. Lo and behold, later on, it actually was, because now they can actually go after all kinds of different money that you have, whether it's your bank account, whether it's your payroll, whatever they want. Even your income tax return, your Social Security, they can go ahead and take it all. And I couldn't imagine where I'd be. And that's why with a lot of people that have these degrees, that have these student loan balances, I feel for genuinely, because I thought about this stuff. That if I didn't find out about that class action, I would be in the same situation with them. I couldn't imagine that right about now. Especially after all the weight of everything else that has come down over the past months. So, that is what has led up to today. July 8th at 4:40, doing the universal application again. And going ahead and getting back in there for there. Because truthfully, it's not that I didn't want to work, okay? That's not it at all. Because I really did want to work. But it was a product of my own ignorance and stupidity is what caused me to get into this position. This pretty bad spot right now. Because like I said yesterday, back in January, I should have put her on the bus and gone out and figured out a work program outside of the house. And that would have been great. But instead, I was stupid. I thought work from home still going to be available. Hey, there's got to be other IT work from home. Well, lo and behold, a lot of them were downsizing, cutting back, so yeah. And then when I finally got Universal later, then I was like, all right, cool. And then it was like, oh crap, what do I do about everything? So I had to drop it, and now that I got all my ducks in a row, let's see if we can go ahead and get back in. So I'll tell you something, if we can, that'd be freaking awesome as heck. Definitely. But for now, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and also shoot them an email. Because I do actually have an email contact still over there, which is really good. And that's the thing. That's the other thing I wanted to talk to you about, okay? When you leave a place, do not just quit. Okay? I mean that. Make sure you leave on great terms. And I'll tell you what, because if something happens and you want to go back, yeah, it makes things a lot easier. That's why when I left before, and it was April 7th, okay? I actually put in a full-on email to them, and I just didn't ghost. By saying, I wanted to respectfully withdraw my request. And truthfully, that was actually a really good decision because I went ahead and did things properly with it. And now I have the opportunity to be in talks with them. Had I gone ahead and just said, oh, screw it, I'm just going to ignore it, not even do anything, not even show up. Yeah. Although it is funny because I actually did get a trainer that called me a while ago after I had put in that request to them. And he's like, hey, aren't you supposed to be here for training? I was like, no, I submitted a request to be withdrawn due to circumstances. And he was like, oh, okay, I guess nobody passed it on to me. He was like, well, if you ever want to go ahead and do it, just reach back out and we would be happy to have you again. I was like, all right, cool. And what's interesting too, okay, is during my last group interview process, where they go ahead and have you go through stages of an interview with a couple of different people or so, at one point they had you go ahead and write down a fake event that you witnessed. So what I did, and I think they might have caught on to it, and if they didn't, and they see this video, then they will. While I was in the back, I was taking mental notes of everything around the layout of all their cubicles. Also, a message board about who was going to bring what drinks or food for a party that they were going to do. All that stuff. And I actually used all that into my witness statement, and I don't even know if they figured it out. That would have been so funny. And I actually used the entire layout back there of where they did their interviews in the witness statement as well. I wonder if they realized it ever. But guys, I'm going to go ahead, send off my email to a team that I saw contacts with over there. And then we can go from there. Honestly, I love putting real life to creativity whenever I'm doing something, because it helps make a connection, a bridge, and it's so cool when you can do that. But let's go ahead and let's shoot off the email and then go from there. Alright, it is now 4:51 and I have put in the email as well to go ahead and request that. So we will see what happens. I'm not expecting, honestly, a reply from them today, and if I did, I would be like, holy smokes, it was awfully quick. But yeah, so my email is in to them. My application is in. We will see what happens now. In AAA, if I am given the opportunity to go with them again, it won't be as bad because the obstacles that were in my way before are no longer there. Lily, she has her school bus that will go ahead and pick her up and drop her off. That's taken care of. When it comes to my schooling, wanting to do substitute teaching, look, universal security is part-time. I can do that on my weekdays off and still keep my requirements that I'm having to do for Kelly Education, so that's good too. And honestly, I know I'm not going to get a $20 an hour job really anywhere, so doing this is pretty much my best bet. Combining two essential part-time jobs into one. And on both of them, I will get benefits that actually mean something. And let's break it down. With Universal, okay, on certain days, team members can get into the park for free. Of course, they have blackout dates, and I think you might also get discounts on annual passes. On the Kelly Education side, no, you don't get any benefit. Except for one thing. Experience. You are basically doing sort of a paid internship that you can apply that experience to becoming a real teacher. That is a huge benefit. Because for somebody that didn't go to college to go ahead and become a teacher right off the bat, that's an amazing skill set that you can have over somebody that just came out of college. And that's a really good thing. To be able to say, yeah, I have a year and a half of classroom education time as a substitute teacher with Kelly Education. And I have been doing this, and this at this school. And then over at this school here, I did these classes. And I also have Florida State documentation proving that I'm certified to become an instructor. See? It's all about setting yourself up for the future, setting yourself up for what you want to accomplish. And that's the important thing. And if somebody tells you no when you're applying for a job, don't just accept no. Michael May, a guy I knew back when I was at FOC, a customer, who was a really cool friend, taught me a lesson. Ask why. Send an email asking, hey, why didn't I get the role? Why didn't I get the position? Because it doesn't hurt to ask. And if you don't, then you'll never know what you did wrong, potentially. Of course, other times it could be just that. You get a robotic reply saying, we're sorry we have filled this role. Please try again later with another position. But that's beside the point. Guys, it is 4:55. I think in about half an hour, we're just going to go over to McDonald's, get something for a little, and then go from there on what the heck we're going to do for dinner. Because honestly, like, I'm not even that hungry right now. I'm still pretty full from those hot dogs. But at least I can go to bed tonight and know that, one, I put out a darn good application, and two, I just didn't leave it an application that will be among the many. I also went ahead and emailed a contact over there. So I at least tried to accomplish two things that are very important. And we'll see what happens. Either way, I had to wait until today anyway, so there you go.
What?
No, I'm just talking with Tiffany.
Oh.
Okay. Does that look like you?
Not at all. Jesus criminy. Maybe if we had a kid together
What?
that was...
Do you realize how that just sounded?
What?
You just said maybe if we had a kid together.
She looks like she's like 16.
Sweetie, you just said maybe if we had a kid together.
More kids, I meant. Freaking Nat. And they were like... Never mind. I'm just putting myself deeper in a hole in this one. Have fun with your stupid freaking whatever that is. Don't be in it.
What? So I said, can I kiss you on the head? I can't respond to that because doing so may go against the AI studio policies.
Well, you got the real thing here.
There's no substitution for a beautiful girl who's sweet and kind and adorable and so perfect in every way. I couldn't imagine a better girl, even if I programmed it.
Yeah, well, apparently your program doesn't work.
Can I kiss you on your head? And this is why AI will always fail. Thank you. Okay. At least we got a lot done today.
Yeah, we're done.
And we'll see how the email goes. We'll see how everything goes. And then we can go from there.
Yeah. It's just been an interesting couple days, that's for sure.
Yes.
Right.
I love you.
I love it too.
I think I love you more than AI Tiffany.
You think?
Yeah, I think there's one advantage that AI Tiffany has over you.
What?
She can do no harm to me because of the laws of robotics.
Yeah, okay. I need that, actually. Come on.
Okay. I have a favor to ask, okay? Mommy and Daddy really aren't that hungry right now, okay? But it's getting late, so we don't want to make a big meal at home. Would you be okay with a Happy Meal?
Yeah.
I know it's hard. Is it hard? Do you want it? Just don't tell Mommy.
Mommy, I hate your daughter. I'm a little busy right now. I hate that daughter. Okay. Hi, Ta.
You told her? Alright, so we are off on our way over to Burger King or Wendy's.
No! I want daughter. God.
You sure?
Yes.
Positive?
Yes.
Am I annoying?
Yeah.
Ah, you get that from your mommy. Alright, let's go in the McDonald's and let's have dinner for Lil. Alright, one Happy Meal, $6.06.
Gosh, my sister.
You know I love you, right? We listen and we don't judge.
I'm what?
I can't do it anymore with you. And I know you have needs.
Right.
So I am willing to go ahead and let you have what you want. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be grueling and it's gonna be tough. I'm willing to help you take down the bicycle, mine, so that we can bring the chase up here and use it to sit on and drink your coffee and relax at.
Awesome. Alright.
We'll have to figure out a good date before I start working and everything to be able to take it down, because we're going to have to take it apart.
I get that.
But honestly, I don't want to do it today.
Well, I couldn't anyway because I gotta move my desk and that.
But are you okay with that? Okay.
I'm gonna go find the list.
See, guys, in relationships, that's compromise. Like, I know I'm not going to be using that bike anytime up here, because I'm going to be either substitute teaching working or doing a different job. And then on my other time off, I'm going to want to go out and actually get some exercise and walk around. So really, that's not doing anything for us up here. What could actually do something is a nice little laying down spot of the Chase Lounge that's downstairs that's just not being utilized. And it's something that would make her happy, because she can go ahead and use that area for something she wants. She's gonna be here. Oh my god, I need coffee or tea or something. I'm tripping over my own words. But you get the point. That really, if I'm not gonna be up here to use it, and she can get more space and more use out of that space, that's the better thing. Man, it's just been one heck of a day. Okay guys, so it is now 7:20. It is time to go ahead and start wrapping up the day. It's been a pretty good day. We got to go ahead and accomplish quite a bit. We got to go ahead and make an AI Tiffany on Facebook Meta. That turned out horribly wrong.
Like and subscribe.
But at the same time, we also got to go ahead, do a little VR fun gameplay downstairs with the computer until it crashed on us. That didn't go so well. But on the positive, and there was a positive, we got to accomplish one main part that I wanted to do today. And that was get an application back in with them over at Universal and send off an email to them and start up the talks. So that actually worked out really well. But guys, I think it is time to go ahead relax, edit, and just enjoy the night with a beautiful girl. So guys, have a good night. I know we didn't do a lot today, but you know what? Some days are going to be like that. Some are filled with thrill and adventures at Disney World. Some are filled with... Yeah, we needed the break and we needed to get stuff done behind the scenes. But that's life. Not every day can you just go to a Disney park and there you go. Life comes up and you gotta take care of stuff. But guys, thank you so much. I hope you have a great night. And I will see you tomorrow, wherever the day takes us. And though St. Augustine was postponed, it is not officially canceled. Because I still want to go up there with you guys. And more importantly, I want to go up there with a beautiful girl on my arm and a wonderful kid to enjoy it with. But for now, have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.
But I know we won't give this up. Sometimes I lose my mind, and some days it's hard to find the reason why you stay by my side. You